I'm about to solve one of travel's most annoying problems. Not why airplane food exists in its current form, but something actually useful. You land in a foreign city, turn on your phone, ready to navigate to your hotel, and nothing. No service. Your phone has become a very expensive paperweight. You have 3 traditional options, and they all suck. Option 1, accept international roaming charges. I've seen people return from a week-long trip with phone bills that could finance a car. Honey, I downloaded Google Maps in Paris and now we owe AT&T our firstborn child. Option 2, hunt down a physical SIM card. Good luck finding a shop that's open, speaks your language, and doesn't require 3 forms of ID just to buy a prepaid plan. Plus, you get to perform microsurgery on your phone in a crowded airport. Option 3, just don't use your phone. Navigate using the ancient art of asking strangers for directions and hoping they point you towards civilization instead of a back alley. All terrible options, which brings us to option 4. Saily is an eSIM provider, and if you don't know what an eSIM is, it's basically a digital version of those tiny plastic SIM cards. Instead of swapping physical chips, your phone downloads the carrier profile directly. It's like magic, except it's just technology that's existed for years, and one company does it better than the others who are trying to legally take money out of tourist pockets. The company is backed by Nord Security. Yes, the NordVPN people. So at least we know they're not going to disappear with your money like that sketchy SIM vendor at the Bangkok airport. Saily works in over 200 countries with real 5G speeds and partnerships with local carriers, which, yes, sounds exactly like something you'd read on their website. But what actually matters is that it's just easy to use, fairly priced, and it works. Here's where Saily actually gets it right. You download the app, pick a plan, install the eSIM, done. It's gonna be the least obnoxious part of your travel, and if you've never had to deal with this, let's just say it solves a pretty reoccurring problem with other eSIM options. You only do it once. Yes, other eSIMs make you reinstall for every country. Saily just lets you switch countries in the app like a normal person. Short answer, yes, it works really well. I've tested Saily across multiple continents in major cities and smaller towns. The 5G speeds are just consistently fast. Actually fast, not fast with 17 asterisks and conditions. They promise to never throttle speeds, and in my experience, they deliver on that. Coverage is legitimately impressive. Border crossings in Europe and Asia are seamless. No weird activation dances or standing in fields with your phone above your head trying to catch a signal. Now let's be realistic. If you're live streaming from the Amazon rainforest, you might have issues. But so would every other provider, including local ones. For 99% of places where you actually need the internet, airports, hotels, cities, that cafe where you're trying to figure out how to order your coffee, Saily works great. It's also more secure than connecting to free Wi-Fi, definitely legit, at the airport, which is probably being monitored by someone who's collecting your passwords. By the way, if that did happen to you, might I recommend other security videos on our channel. Anyway, the Saily app is refreshingly straightforward. You can check data usage, buy new plans, and manage everything in one place. When you run out of data, topping up doesn't require navigating 17 menus or talking to customer service. The standout feature is regional plans. Instead of separate eSIMs for every country, you can get one package covering multiple countries. Perfect for those finding yourself in Europe trips where you hit 6 countries in 2 weeks. Saily also has a built-in ad blocker, which can save you up to 28% of your mobile data. Because yes, those annoying ads aren't just wasting your time, they're quietly eating your data plan in the background. You shouldn't be paying to load someone else's pop-up. Use your data for what you need, not what some autoplay banner thinks you might click. Now, if you are considering other eSIM providers like Airalo, Ola, even Google Fi, they're not awful, but they make things weirdly complicated. Most of them require you to install a brand new eSIM every time you enter a new country. Do that across a few trips and suddenly your phone settings look like a digital passport full of expired, mislabeled data plans you can't delete fast enough. Traditional roaming? That's just paying $10 a day for service that works if the stars align and if you're standing on one leg near your window. And physical SIM cards? Nothing like landing in a new country and immediately trying to negotiate mobile data in a language you don't speak with someone who's already mad that you're holding up the line. Saily skips all that. One install, global coverage, no stress. My co-host Brandon on this channel is quite the international traveler, and every time I've talked to him about this, it's basically no contest when you really get into the details of what other services provide. Let's talk about the part where most data travel plans quietly mug you. International roaming? Usually $10 to $15 a day, which means you're paying $70 to $100 a week just to check Google Maps. Airport SIM cards? Around $25 if they even work past the terminal. Saily, by comparison, is refreshingly sane. So I've got the latest numbers here, but check the link because pricing and discount codes are always updating. Okay, 1 gig for 7 days is $4. Go bigger, 3 gigs for $7. 10 gigs for under $16, even 20 gigs for around $20 depending on where you're headed. Some regions even offer 100 gigs for 6 months. And yes, 20 gigs is plenty to stream Netflix through an entire flight delay in Frankfurt. It's all prepaid, so when you run out, that's it. It's easy, it makes sense. Take a deep breath, one more part of your travel is covered. So, Saily is perfect for international travelers tired of roaming fees, digital nomads sick of SIM card roulette, anyone with a modern phone who wants hassle-free connectivity. It's not ideal for people with older phones that don't support eSIMs, those who primarily need voice calls and SMS rather than data, or travelers exclusively visiting areas so remote that they lack cell towers entirely. I've tried every international connectivity option short of carrier pigeons, and Saily is the first one that actually works without giving me a migraine. It's cheaper than roaming, easier than juggling SIM cards, more reliable than airport Wi-Fi, and covers more countries than I'll probably ever visit. And best of all, your phone actually works when you land. I've used it across multiple trips and it consistently delivers. And if I can figure it out, someone who once spent an afternoon troubleshooting his own Wi-Fi because he forgot he changed the password, you'll be fine. So before your next trip, grab the app, pick a plan, install the eSIM, and enjoy your vacation without calculating roaming fees or begging a cafe for the Wi-Fi password. Your future self, lost in a foreign city, but with working internet, will thank you.